Today on Pots and Trowels, we're at the Harrogate Autumn Flower Show, where I'm going to show you some of the highlights, and that's brought to you with the support of Cobra Garden and Darlac. Hello and welcome to Pots and Trowels. Well, today we're at the Harrogate Autumn Flower Show, which is based here at Newby Hall in North Yorkshire, in the grounds of this magnificent hall here. And not only can you see the flower show, but you can also visit the hall and the gardens of Newby, which are famous, including their very long herbaceous borders. And there's so much to see here at the flower show. There's fruit, flowers, vegetables, sundries for the garden. So what I'm going to do is just have a little wander around, show you some of the nurseries and some of the highlights of this year's show.
Really so much easier than big tours that don't take quite so much room in the garden.
Morning, Paul.
Oh, morning, Martin.
Nice garlic.
Thank you very much.
One of my favourite parts of any flower show is always the Floral Marquee, and this is no exception. And here at the Harrogate Autumn Flower Show, we've got all the plants that are in season here late September. So we've got fuchsias, we've got heucheras, we've got dahlias, we've even got sweet peas, which is really unusual for this time of the year. And this garden I'm on now is one that's been created by Holden Clough. And I say a garden because it really is. You can walk in it, it's got the beds and the borders with this collection of magnificent plants that are all in prime condition. And this is the one that got best in show at judging. Morning, Lorraine.
Oh, morning, Martin. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks.
Good.
Wonderful display of bulbs, and of course now's the perfect time. So I've just spotted these Crown Imperial lilies, fritillarias. How do you plant these?
They're lovely, aren't they? Have a smell. They smell really earthy, don't
Oh
they?
yeah, they do.
So these need really well-drained soil, and also you need to plant them on their side. You see, you can see a little bit of a lean on the bulb as it is. Plant them just slightly on their side. This hole is from the old stem. So planting over winter, they don't want to get wet over winter.
Right.
So the drainage, you want really good drainage in them. So they need planting in a John Innes number 3 in a nice deep pot, about 4 inches over the top.
Okay.
But not a lot of people know that, to plant them on their side. That's important. It does stop the water from going in over winter.
Makes sense, because if you do it that way, the water's just going to fill up and rot the bulb, isn't
Exactly.
it? Right, okay, good.
So we'll have those.
And tulips. It's a bit early for tulip planting, is it?
Well, it's not too early if you're going to put them in pots.
Okay.
That's fine. But if you're going to put them in the garden, I'd wait. Mind you, they have forecast of frost sort of within the next few days. But you need to have a cold snap first. That kills any virus in the ground.
Okay.
And then you can plant them up. So
Right.
we normally say beginning of November for
Okay,
tulips.
when it's just that bit cooler.
That's it.
Okay, and I've got to mention these, of course, this Eremurus.
The triffids.
Look at that, it almost looks like an
It's like
octopus, doesn't it, with
triffids.
more legs than it should have.
That's it. Well, these need shallow planting.
Okay.
And they like the sun to come on them, baking them. So you clear a nice big space, dig a sort of trench, I suppose, for it, put it down, and you put the soil over like a mound, so the soil just comes over the crown.
Okay.
Make sure it's well drained and that the sun can go on them.
And it's already
they're
got the
lovely.
start of
And you
growth
can see
there,
they've
yeah, the
got
buds.
that's got one crown there, so they'll get up to about 4 crowns on one. And
Yeah.
these are fantastic because they come right up here, lovely white flowers. Fantastic with your alliums at the same time.
Marvellous. Right, I'm going to have a wander
Okay.
around and then I'll come and see you later.
Okay.
All right, I'll give you that, hang on
Thank
to
you
that.
very much. I'll put that back. Don't forget your pretty
I won't. There's also an amazing marquee just full of fruit and vegetables, exhibition ones, giant ones, and as you walk in you're greeted by this fantastic display of apples, pears and other fruit from Rogers of Pickering, who are famous for their fruit, and it's an amazing display. So I'm just going to ask James over here a little bit about it and find out what's on it. Good morning, James.
Morning.
James, how many different types of fruit have you got on this display?
I think today we're currently at around just over 200, perhaps pushing 220 varieties.
Right, they're all amazing. They really are, because you've got everything, eaters, cookers, lots
Dual
of colours.
purpose, pears, dams, I don't think we've got dams, we've got medlars, quinces, crab apples.
And from all over the UK, these varieties.
Right.
If you had to pick one, if you only got room in your garden for one tree out of all this lot, what would you plant?
I would go for a red Gravenstein. Nice red apple, a good meal, juicy apple. Can't beat it.
Right, okay.
Straight off the tree.
It's one I've never eaten, so one I shall look out for. That I'm going to go and have a word with your mate Tom over there and see what his favourite is.
Yeah.
So Tom, if you had to choose one apple, what would you go for?
I would go for Hawthornden there. It's a really nice cooking apple. It's originally from Scotland. I would have that in my garden out of all of these any day of the week, to be honest. It's really nice. Like I said, originally from Scotland. Really good cooking apple. You can use that for crumbles, puree, pretty much whatever you need to, really. And it's not really that well talked about, to be honest. And that's one I would go for.
Yeah, and it is an attractive apple as well, isn't it? Which is important.
Yeah, it's a very attractive apple, and like I said, it's fantastic.
Okay.
And I would go for that one.
I look forward to tasting it. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is perfumed. It flowers now, which is good. Not many shrubs flower now.
I like it. Reminds me, I've got a hair appointment booked on Tuesday. I hope she didn't do the same. We've just moved house and I've had to find a new barber's first haircut for the new barber. I'm not sure, I might come out with number one. Well, thank you for watching Pots and Trowels, and I hope you've enjoyed that short glimpse of the Harrogate Autumn Flower Show. And for more details of future Harrogate Flower Shows, spring and autumn, and of course the gardens here at Newby Hall, you can look for details on their websites. We'll be back again next time when I'm going to be answering some of your gardening questions, so we'll see you then. Bye.